and solid people that are giving you good information, because you can learn a lot from them. You know, if you're listening, you can definitely learn. And like Chase said, take some of it, and some of it you just got to be yourself. But, you know, anybody that has that experience, that's why NASCAR drivers seem to be able to race so long, because the experience is such a key part of, you know, running well consistently all season long.
By the virtue of your experience, what would you tell Chase right now?
Well, I think really Chase is in a great spot. I think he's had great mentors his entire life. He's always paid attention. He's learned from what's in front of him, and he's got a good head on his shoulder. He's a solid kid, and I'm looking forward to working with him, because it is his first year, but he's coming. He doesn't know a lot of the things that have went on over the last 10 years, things that maybe didn't work or did work. So he'll just bring in ideas and a great attitude to our program each week, and you know, we'll kind of go from there and work on it, communicate, and I think myself and Chase are going to have a really strong season together.
Chase, I think one thing that your fans probably love about you is the fact that you can finish second in the race, and people thought that you would have got wrecked out and finished 43rd. I mean, you look that upset after having what for a lot of people would be a pretty amazing day. How hard do you take those days?
Oh, I just try to be honest with myself. If I don't feel like I did the job that I expected myself behind the wheel, then I sometimes express that, I guess. But yeah, I just think it kind of goes back to we're all trying really hard when we go race, and everybody's giving it all they have. And when you do something that frustrates yourself behind the wheel, it's easy to get mad about that. And for me, like I said, I expect a lot of myself, and trying to make dumb mistakes. So when I do make them, I'm obviously happy about that.
Kasey, one of the big storylines, obviously, heading into this season is this move from aero dependence on race cars, low downforce, high downforce cars, to lower, more mechanical grip dependent cars. I think I got that right. Does your take on that, does that favor you, at least what you know now? Not what your thoughts?
Well, I think that it's definitely a little bit lower downforce than what we had, a little less drag. So maybe we feel, as a driver, maybe you feel like the engine runs a little bit better, has a little more power because of, a touch less drag. But the cars might slide around more, especially in the summertime when it's not as cold and the tracks start warming up. We'll maybe wear out tires quicker, slide, at least get them hot, things like that. So to me, I think it suits my driving style a little bit better. I've always liked being able to kind of throttle the car and things like that. And this last year with the low power, a lot of downforce, it's just kind of like on or off as far as the throttle went. So definitely not how I've raced in the past, and I hope that this fits my style a little bit better this season.
Kasey, you became a dad in 2015. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
I would have thought the offseason we heard from Kahne was going to be a lot of changing diapers and raising a child. But
it was. I do it every night.
You spent a lot of time in Australia racing sprint cars. You came back. You went to Phoenix, raced sprint cars. You went to the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals. I mean, you obviously haven't slowed down.
No, I haven't. It was actually the first time I've been able to go out and race my sprint car in a couple years and really enjoy it. I had permission. I was able to go to Australia. They set up a great car for me over there, Sydney Speedway, and there's a lot of people that were helping out, making that possible. I raced 5 races in about 10 days over there, came back to Arizona, raced a couple more, and then Chili Bowl. And it was a blast. It was just like a kind of a relief to get back in a sprint car and do things that I've enjoyed so much in the past that I hadn't been able to do for a while. So I feel really good about that. Tanner was in Arizona when I got back, and been able to be with him since. So, but yeah, he grew a good bit in those 2 weeks that I was gone, and his face expressions, things like that changed a little bit, but we hit it off right away as soon as I got back with him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Chase, for you, you've grown up in the shadow of a racetrack from day one. Do you get away from this at all? Is there something that occupies Chase Elliott's time, or is it 24/7 for you?
Oh, I definitely enjoy racing, and kind of like Kasey, I like to go run short track races when I can as well, kind of away from the NASCAR stuff. So I enjoy doing that for sure. But I guess outside of that, we like to spend time in Colorado, and I know Kasey's been out to our place out there, and we've had a good time. So that's kind of our go-to spot. My dad loves it out there, and we actually lived there for a couple of years. So big fans of out there. Summers or winters are great, and we like to spend our time there for sure.
Now, you guys raced or drove something that looks like a tank in the back and has a ski on the front. What is that?
It's these snow bike deals that my dad has gotten into, and he's got him and his buddy go out west, and they ride those things all the time. So they're a good time. You just ask him about it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually. All right, final question, Kasey. Who's the better snowboarder, Chase or Bill?
Man, that's been. I think I was out there in like 04, 05, 03.
Yeah, it was
I was like 2 or 3 years there, and I would say Bill was definitely better then.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still is, but
no, he can still smoke me to this day.
He was definitely better.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's awesome. Hey, wish you guys the best of luck. We know your cars will be built side by side over there in the 524 shop at Hendrick Motorsports. Looking for a big season for both of you, and we appreciate you swinging by.
All right.
Thank you.
Chase Elliott, he'll be driving the number 24 at Hendrick Motorsports. Of course, Kasey Kahne will be back in the number 5, looking for big stuff to happen out of this team this year. And we appreciate you swinging by here on the Charlotte Motor Speedway Media Tour. Doug, do we have any closing thoughts real quick?
You know, I appreciate all the fans that have tuned in to our live video stream. That is great. And a big thanks to Scott Cooper and the people from the Charlotte Motor Speedway for setting up the media tour, and our host here at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And, you know, it's just a couple of blink of an eye to the Daytona 500. Before you know it, we'll be back here for Media Tour once again.
Well, I can tell you this. Keep it tuned to GoPRN.com and everything that we've got with the performance racing.